Well, hello, thank you for joining me today again on the Church History Trail. And we're continuing here in the old graveyard at BALLYMONEY. And we're now at the back of the tower, as you can see. Of course, that tower was built in 1637, and that's all remains of it. But you can't see much at the back here because of the growth here. But there are two gentlemen who are buried here in this graveyard, and they have a connection with the 1798 rebellion in BALLYMONEY. And I mentioned these gentlemen in another wee video. And the first one is George Hutchison. And of course, George was a judge. George died on the 1st of July 1845. And he was a magistrate who helped to quell the United Irish Rebellion in this area. And he is thought to have killed many insurgents. And this is his grave here. Fantastic, isn't it? Very overgrown, as you can see, unfortunately. Also, you can't really see the tower too well. But this is the grave here of the judge. And it's thought that he put to death as well Alexander Gamble. Now, Alexander Gamble, he died on the 25th of June 1798. And he was a United Irishman as well. And he was hanged because he refused to inform on his comrades. So this is the grave of the judge, and I'm going to take you down and show you the grave of Alexander Gamble. Now, he was executed in the Diamond area there, and he was buried at the foot of the gallows. And if you remember in the last video, I showed you the building there. It's now the Masonic building and clock tower, but he was actually hanged. What they done was they put the gallows on the the tower at the clock, and so they hung Alexander from the clock tower, and so they buried him then at the base of it. But here, workmen dug him up while they were working a number of years later, and so they had to rebury him then in the graveyard here. So after he was hung, 85 years later then, on the 14th of September 1883, his body was unearthed by workmen, and his grandsons then reburied him in the graveyard here. So I'm going to take you down and show you that, but I want to show you a wee grave here first before I do. And it's this one here. Now, it's hard to make this out, but I can make a first name and I can make a date on this one. And it's Adam. So you can see there, it says Adam. And I can't make the second name out. But you can also see the date, 1796. 1796. So that's an 18th century grave. But I'm going to take you down and show you Alexander Gamble's grave. And as I say, he was hung from the clock tower in the town centre there at BALLYMONEY. So well worth a visit if you're into your history. BALLYMONEY is jam-packed. This is really the first time, it is the first time I've been in BALLYMONEY this trip. I've never been in the town before, so I was surprised to find so much history, to be honest. So it says, in memory of Alexander Gamble of BALLYMONEY, an insurgent of 98 who was executed and buried in BALLYMONEY Market Square on the 25th of June 1798, and aged 35 years. And then he was raised and reinterred here on the 14th of September 1883. And it says there, Catherine McClure, his wife, she died 14th of February 1845, aged 84 years. So there you go, that's the grave of Alexander Gamble, and he's actually not too far buried from the judge, or as the judge was known, Bloody Hutchison. Now, there's something I want to show you here, and then we're going to wrap this wee video up, because there's like a wee tree tunnel here, and just walking through it gives you the feel of, you think you're back in centuries ago. You think you're back in the time of John Wesley. Incredible. Really, I enjoyed walking through here and seeing the old graves. And there's this wee tunnel here, which I think is absolutely fantastic. So I hope you enjoy the wee dander back through time here, because that's what it's like. Fantastic, isn't it? You can see the old graves there. They're all grew up. So I just wanted to show you this. So there you go. So thanks for watching, and God bless.